Hello guys, welcome back. Today I have my new Polyrhachis colony. It's not really new, but new to the channel, and I'm just going to make a little Chinese closure. So I had it before for my latest Niger colony, which I will make another video about, and then I put some oil to try to not make them escape, and then the oil stained the plastic, so don't do that. Also, didn't even make them escape, so it made them escape, sorry. So what there is, like, it comes with, in the packet, it comes with some elastic bands, and then a little test tube here with another test tube, and another two more test tubes, which are large for the water, which I will show you in a bit. So right now we're going to make the base of the closure, like the foraging area. So it's quite simple. What you do is you just take all of the pieces, and you just bind them together. Also the nest is in here, and the little sort of pocket is where the water goes. So yeah, the nest is quite big and quite good for Polyrhachis ants, but I don't recommend it for small ants like Leish's niger, because then they will escape, like how my ones did. So it's not very good. Also, this little plastic thing is to sort of divide the nest. So if you put it at the lowest, it will be just a little bit of space, and the top it will be just a little bit of space, and at the top they will have all of that space. So it's quite good for your ants when they grow. Like if they're small, they can put it in there, because it's not very good for them to have extra space, because then they will get a little bit scared. Also, it comes with a water test tube, and that's where you put the water, and the water just in the little, like a sponge underneath the water, it sort of absorbs, and then the ants can drink some water from the nest. So yes, it's quite good. Just the foraging area is not very good. It has some things like you don't want. Also, it's best if you don't put any tropical ants that need heating mats, because it is not very good to warm up the enclosure, because it has like holes and it doesn't warm it up very well. So yeah, you just put the base, which is the white piece of plastic, and then you just sort of bind them together. You just bind them, and you do the same to the other side. Also, this is not the video that I'm not going to do. Is because my Polyrhachis colony is a little bit small, so there is not much activity happening, so it will be a little bit boring, the video. So I'm just going to wait until they grow. So I'm just making like little tutorials or talking about my ants and things like that. So it comes with a lid which has ventilation and then there's like a little hole where you can put your insects, or any food, so you don't have to open the whole thing. So you just fix it down. I was just trying to play with it, but yeah, this is how it looks like. So now we're just going to unscrew it. We're just going to unscrew it. So because if you is new, then you can skip this part. But if you because it's for my ants and it's dirty, because they put some soil and things like that inside their nest. So then I just wanted to clean it. So I'm just unscrewing every single one. So I'm just gonna do this one in camera, and then the other ones will be just skipped. So I'm just going to unscrew it, and then I'm going to wash it, and then screw it back on. And then also you will learn how to do it. So now we're just gonna unscrew all of them. It's quite cool time lapse. Okay, so now I have washed all the pieces. Actually, I haven't. Sorry, I have done all the unscrewing, and I have all of the screws. So now I'm just gonna wash all of these bits in here, and wash the the sponge as well. And yeah, so also I can show you which way they go. So first the transparent one, then the black one, then one that has like just a hole on it, which is looks like this, and then another one which has like little cuts on it, and then just a normal one that doesn't have anything on it, and then another one. So the white one that doesn't have anything on it, and the transparent one that doesn't have anything on it, and then this transparent one which is just flat. So I'm just going to wash this up, and then I have washed them all. I have what I did is I have this little sponge, and because when you first get it, it's very hard. So what you do is you put in some hot water, and then you let it soak for like 10 minutes, and then it will get very soft. But it will be very hot. So then you just take off the water from that, and then you put some cool water, like from the filter or rainwater, and then you just make sure it's very nicely soaked in the water, so it's very moist, and then the ants can drink from it. So yeah, also it's really cool to play with. I hope I'm getting better on these videos. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, so I was going to put them this. I was going to put it this way, but then at the bottom it's very dirty, so I didn't want to have it exactly the same I had before, so I just turned it around, so it just looks a little bit nicer. So you first put that, and then you first put a little spongy thing in the hole. Then you put the other glass, the plain glass, which has a hole. So then you just put the sort of spongy thing inside the hole. Sorry if you can hear the rain on the background, it's just raining a little bit. Also, thank you for the views and things like that I had in the last video. It's very helpful. So after I have done that, then I'm going to clean these little things here, which are for the water. So as you can see, this is the pattern. This is the black at the back, and then 3 on the front, and then 1 on the front. So 3 on the 3 sort of. And never mind. You can understand. You can pause the video and then you can do it. So then you use these very long screws to screw it the water tank is in the nest. So after you have done that, then you can put a little piece a piece of perspex that goes with the foraging area, so you can attach the nest to the foraging area. This is how the water tank looks like. It should look like this, maybe even cleaner because if you have a new one. I will send a link for this and the heating mat I did last video. So I didn't put it in the description. It's because I had a little bit of problems, so then I didn't do it. But I will do it this time. Now I'm just going to attach the foraging area and then put all the elastic bands that I showed you in the beginning of the video and put them also in the bottom. Then all the sides. Sometimes you will get more than you need, sometimes you will get less than you need. So I had less than I needed, so yeah. Also we can also put a lid which has some ventilation, and soon we will put some baby powder to not let us escape. I really like this thing, but at the end some bits are a little bit bad. You will see. Just watch till the end. So we're just gonna put it in for the small one, so then they don't so I'm putting for the small one for the ants to because they're very big ants. They're big ants, but it's a medium-sized colony. So yeah, I'm going to do it too big because then they will get scared. Now we're going to go do the water. So you just fill up the test tube and fill it up to the top, not like how I did in here, which I filled up just a little bit. Just fill it up to the top and then make sure that your cotton is already wet rather than dry. So then you can just put it in there. Also make sure you stuff it very, very hard. Don't let like to make it loose. I made a little mistake here, but at the end I fixed it. Okay, so as you can see, and then you have done all of that, you make sure that there is like a little bit of cotton at the top hanging out, so then it can sort of the water tank can sort of absorb the water from the test tube, and then the nest will be hydrated. I hope this video is not too boring, but this is something I wanted to do, so yeah. Also, the Chinese enclosure also comes with these little caps which you can put around the sides to so you can attach like tubing and other test tubes, but it's very, very small, so I don't think you will have anything like that unless you do, which is quite cool. Also, it comes with the water itself with a test tube and the little thing, but I didn't use it because it was very dirty. So now we're just going to put some baby powder around it, which is just rubbing alcohol and then some baby powder mixed together, and then it just sort of creates like a little paste. And then just use my tweezers to go all around the sides. And make sure you do it very well in the corners because that's where mostly the ants escape. So yeah, this is how the enclosure looks as well. It just has some rocks, some succulents, and a little water test tube. So if they get a bit too dry or if you forget to water them, then they can be fine. Also remember to put some baby powder in the lid. So if in case they do escape from the baby powder they in the foraging area, then they have to be upside down and with a baby powder, so that it's quite impossible for them to go out. Also, I don't know why, but it was getting very, very cloudy in the hair. You can tell me why in the comments. So you can see that there's a tubing there. So now we're going to move the ants, which was a little bit difficult because they were all escaping and they were all going around my room, but I finally got all of them out. I put at first a test tube, and then with I was trying a brush to move them out from the enclosure, but then it was very difficult, so I just used a cotton bud. Also, if the toilet roll in there is just to keep them dark. It's just a half-cut toilet roll, so it's quite good. But then the problems happen. Then the ants they don't want to. Oh, sorry. The ants don't really want to move, and you can see there's an ant in there, but they're not really moving. They have been in there for 2 hours. Also, the water test tube is dripping because it's not very tight. So I had to fill up the water again. So that's just a little bad downside, but the foraging area and the nest itself is good, but just the little water tank is not very good. Yeah, so I had to do that. You can see I put a piece of cardboard to absorb the water. Yeah, and here they never moved. But when I'm editing this video, they haven't moved yet, so yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. Sorry if it's a little bit boring. But remember to like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments to give me a name for the enclosure. And also tell me if I'm getting better at doing my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.